You want to know why our parents managed? And why the answer isn't, oh, I picked myself up by my bootstraps? People aren't working any less hard. In fact, productivity is up. But since 1979, the gap between how much wealth is generated versus how much you are paid for generating that wealth has increased dramatically. Productivity has grown 3.5 times as much as pay. And right now we have stagnant wages with skyrocketing inflation.
If I hear one more person try to tell me that millennials or Gen Z are lazy, I'm going to lose my mind. And you can see in this TikTok, as they lay out, productivity over the past few decades has drastically increased. And you know what else has increased? The cost of rent, the cost of living, the cost of groceries, the cost of gasoline, the cost of homes, the cost of healthcare, everything that you need to live a decent life. The cost has gone up way beyond the increase in wages. Not to mention student loans, and millennials hold the largest portion of student loans, and that is now at 1.5 trillion collectively. It's the second largest debt burden in the country, behind homes. And back in their day, in the boomers' day, you could get a job right out of high school. You didn't need a college degree, and you could, on that job, afford a car, a home, living, raising a family. And that was normal. And they're applying that same understanding of how the world works to you. To you, someone who doesn't live in that world, someone where that isn't possible. In so many cases now, you need an advanced degree. You need a master's degree. And that adds on tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars more in student debt. And you're just buried in that forever. As a result, people are delaying home purchases for years because of their student loan debt. That wasn't the case decades ago. So I don't want to hear about people bootstrapping their way into a better life or working harder, because we already know millennials and Gen Z work longer hours and work harder than their predecessor generations. So save it. So we're all busting their ass, but where is that money going? Take a look here.
Wait, but if we're generating so much wealth, where's that going? Right. It's going into the pockets of CEOs and the highest paid corporate executives and into record profits.
Of course, it is going to the top. It's going to the top 1%. It's going to investors. It's going to executives. It's going to millionaires and billionaires. People who bust their ass day in and day out are having the surplus value from their labor extracted by the capitalist class and just continuing to enrich an already comfortable class. And that is nauseating, but now they're saying the quiet part out loud.
Leaked memo from Bank of America shows that banks are pressuring employers to pay you less while wiping out available jobs to make it impossible for you to advocate for a living wage in the middle of record-breaking inflation and an ongoing recession, just so that they can keep making obscene profits through price gouging to create even more artificial inflation.
Now they're telling you we need to make things harder for them because we can't have wages increase. We need to say the way to fix inflation, which is being fueled by corporate greed. Record profits prove that. But they're saying we can't let wages increase, and that's how we fix inflation. No, it is not. Corporations paying their fair share, paying people a living wage, and increasing purchasing power in the middle class is how you deal with tough economic times like this. It's been proven time and time again. So if you really want to fix this problem, you have to take on corporate greed first. Redistributing the wealth among the working class creates a better, robust, and more equitable society. It's never been about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Do not buy that for a second, because there's no way you could ever do that in a rigged economy.